you need to be willing to risk it all to achieve greatness. Welcome to another Gaz Right video, and as we conclude the travel, the adventures, the dare to dream over the last 12 months, 33 countries in the bones, absolutely attacked it. And yeah, got all the wonders of the world ticked off, sensational memories, food, people met along the way and everything in between. Loads of people message me on like Insta or whatever it is, being like, oh God, I can't believe you're doing that. I've always wanted to do X, Y, Z. And I think people in life put off the things they want to do. And of course, you need to sacrifice in order to achieve that greatness. To come traveling in the way we've done it, do you know what I mean? We had to save up X amount of money to make that happen. But in the same time, it's like a lot of people think, I want to travel, I want to spend more time with friends, family, children, whatever it may be. And it's like, well, what can you do in your life? What plans you need to put in place to facilitate that? I put up like an Insta a couple of times saying, in life, we're told to get an education, get a job, get a mortgage, work until you're 65 and then live your life. And ultimately, do you know what I mean? Like, by the time you're 65, that is what percentage of your life that's gone. It's a lot harder to travel. Certain loved ones will or won't be here. So it's about, you know what I mean, getting after it today, doing the things you want to do. And as I was saying, like, of course you need to like sacrifice. Like, is it a case of you need to take a hit financially so you can spend more time with loved ones? Is it a case of I want to go travel the world, so you need to save X amount of money? Let's get across this road without being run over. Is it you need to save X amount of money to facilitate that? And do you know what I mean? Me and Em have done a year where you can do something smaller to start with if it's harder to save, or you have other financial burdens. But I just think it's so easy just to put things off to next year, and you think, oh, I'll do it in another year, and things come up, and then you never get round. And I always think, I'm getting more and more into the mentality, because I think before I was a lot more conservative. I was on that path of like, do you know what I mean? I went to uni, me and them bought a place, and you're on like, all right, okay, well, we'll work, we'll get that paid off, and then yeah, we'll try and retire as soon as possible. And it's a case of, I think doing a bit of both is the play, you know what I mean? You don't want to go all in. I feel as if buying a property is like a good base and a good saver for the future. But do you know what I mean? You don't want to go all in on something and then not have anything to fall back on. I think it's good to have a little bit of both. But I think for me, yeah, I'm trying to take not more risks, but do the things where there is an element of risk to it. So yeah, we left our jobs in the UK, in London. Do you know what I mean? It's a case of, oh, we had really good stable jobs. Will we ever get those back again? Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But look at what we've done this year, and how do you quantify those against each other? It's very, very difficult to do so. But I think I would rather look back and think I failed in something rather than I didn't try, because yeah, I think that's the mentality I'm getting to. Whilst it is a risk to do different things, taking calculated risks, so I just got dripped on the old eyes. But yeah, just getting after it. cannot see an absolute thing. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like taking those calculated risks, and then basically for next year, I'm going to talk about this a little bit more on the channel as we go. We're going to switch arms on the old Osmo Pocket because my left shoulder is absolutely burning. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is, so this year we've dared to dream, we've gone out, we've seen the world and all these countries, and our original goal was to just travel until we run out of money, but 12 months I think is absolutely plenty, and it's good to have a little bit of finances to go back on and not blow everything. But I was looking at jobs, going back into something like doing kind of exactly what I was doing before, and the company that I worked for was absolutely sensational. Contino, do you know what I mean? From a role standpoint, the people, the actual job, the progression, everything included. It's an absolutely terrible job market at the minute, and I was thinking, oh, I could take a massive pay cut, I could go work doing something similar, whatever. And I just thought, you know what, this is the perfect year to try two things. One, start my own business, and two, year of the old rig. It's not been too bad traveling. Actually lost loads of weight at one point, because obviously not eating nuts. But yeah, recently we've been enjoying ourselves. A few too many steaks, a few too many beer waris over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, looking forward to a bit of routine. But I think it's about putting goals in place. Have a big goal of where you want to be. I want to save for this house. I want to get in the best shape of my life. I want to run an ultra marathon or whatever it is you want to do, and then break that down into smaller, more tangible goals. And ultimately that's going to allow you to achieve those. So yeah, in terms of the old next year, I'm saying year of the rig and year of the business. So from a business standpoint, I'm going to do something very similar to what I've done before, like working in the recruitment space, but setting up my own business. So yeah, we're well underway to doing that. Maybe it does work out, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm working fully remote, meeting up with Mr. Changu himself, aka Mr. Josh Buffett, and then yeah, getting after it. If it doesn't work out, I am sure other avenues, other doors will open. But I think again, this is another thing that like the YouTube stuff's taught me. Maybe it's like there's always, when you put yourself online and stuff, you get like a lot of backlash, not necessarily negative, but you get a lot of comments. You've got to be able to take those on the chin. But in the same instant, it's like, it's something that I always wanted to do. And I was like, oh, I might not do it because it might fail, or you look like an idiot when you start, or you can't talk to a camera. But if you don't start, you'll never know, and you don't get good at something by not doing it. So you just got to do something as much as possible. What do they say? 10,000 hours to perfect something. I've done more than 10,000 hours on YouTube, and it's still absolutely mediocre content. But yeah, this year, so business-wise, obviously we're going to get the business up and running off the ground. Hopefully we can win some customers and we can get well on our way to a fully remote contract. Just absolutely jet set around the world full time. That'll be absolutely top draw. Not as aggressive as this year, not as many countries, but I do like exploring new places. And if you're looking for somewhere as a digital nomad, Argentina for me, could be one of the best, to be honest. Like insane cafes, insane food, friendly people, loads to see. We've got like 500 megabyte download internet, which it's an absolute joke. It's actually gone online before I've even uploaded the YouTube video. That's what we're dealing with. And then from like a fitness standpoint, I've got the worst knee injury. So I did a backyard ultra 3 years ago now, and I've still got a recurring ITB band injury. So my goals this year from a fitness standpoint are run without pain, run a half marathon, which I've signed up for in Ibiza in 3 months' time. So yeah, I really need to get on with the old, one, rehab, but two, just building up the mileage for that. So yeah, run a half marathon, run an ultra marathon. I think for me, if I run a half or a marathon, I've never actually ran a marathon. I've done the backyard ultra, that's why I got this injury. But I feel as if I run fast, that's where my knee hurts. So I think if I do an ultra, it's a bit more of a challenge from a distance standpoint, the endurance side of things, but I'm not like pushing myself for a time, which I would do if I did like an actual marathon. So I think that could be a good little challenge, and I want to learn how to do a muscle up and also I'm doing 75 hard with my mum. So Neen's is going to be locked and loaded on that. But yeah, more to come in the coming weeks. Lots of running, lots of fitness, lots of food. Mr. Kefir, Mr. Sam Gerling as well. Sam Gerling Nutrition if you want to see some unbelievable meals on Instagram. But yeah, just going to be dialing in from a business and a fitness standpoint, because this year we've been jet setting, we've been flying about the place, and I want to have also been to every single country in Europe, apart from Russia, because that's a little bit difficult to go to. So the ones I've got on the list, there's only like 5 I've not been to, but the 4 I can go to: Belarus, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Ukraine, and Moldova. So yeah, massive travel plans, massive fitness plans, massive business plans. But yeah, as I say, I feel as if you don't set punchy targets, punchy goals, it's so easy to settle for mediocrity, and that is not what we're about on this channel. We're about elevating, we're about getting after it. And yeah, I just think I don't want to look back at life with any regrets, any what ifs. So yeah, if you have any questions, anything you want to know, bang it in the old comments whilst you're down there. Hit that subscribe button. Still en route to 3K subs. I'll see you tomorrow, baby. Remember, chef, he's messing up his words, but he's still cooking. Let's get it.